powerful imagination engine ever built.
Looking at a world where we have levels of unemployment we've never seen before. Not talking about 10%, but 99%.
Excuse me, ma'am, what do you do for a living?
Bitcoin, baby. Crypto's the future.
Sunshine, I can feel you pulling me out of this haze. Hold me in your arms.
Yeah, so I've been feeling a little weird. It's almost like I'm experiencing symptoms of burnout, and my theory is that the recent developments and the recent progress in AI is partially responsible for that. So let me explain. So I never really struggled with motivation. I was always excited about, doing the next thing and making plans and executing plans. I've always loved working on my business. Recently that's changed. I noticed I wake up less motivated, and sometimes it really takes some effort to bring myself to work, which is really bad. It's a new experience for me. So I talked to friends and family members about this, and what I noticed was that many of them were in a very similar situation. By the way, these people are creatives, they're entrepreneurs, they've always been curious and excited and positive thinking. It looks like many of them are experiencing the same thing and are a little lost. Some of them is thinking about closing their business, some of them is thinking about moving to a completely different industry. So I've been thinking a lot about why this might be happening, and I know recent years have been absolute shit. We had the COVID and the lockdown, we had the chip shortage, and then the war in Ukraine, and then we had other wars, and then we had the inflation situation. Yeah, but I think most of us thinks that those things should end at some point, and they're not going to last forever, unless of course we end up in a nuclear war, in which case the content of this video won't matter at all. Yeah, but AI is here to stay. Alright, I had to move my camera because the sun's going down and it makes it almost impossible to film in the other room. So yeah, where was I? Yeah, so AI is here to stay, and I think it does make people feel burnt out. And here's where I think that. So I asked my good friend ChatGPT, what is the root cause of burnout in a few short sentences? And here's what it said. I think it's very interesting. Listen. Burnout happens when effort stops feeling meaningful. It's not the long hours, it's the sense that what you're doing doesn't matter or that you have no control over it. It comes from uncertainty, lack of purpose, and constant pressure to keep up without ever feeling progress. You can work 12-hour days and feel alive if it means something, or 4-hour days and feel dead inside if it doesn't. Am I the only one who's seeing a connection here? Because to me, it was a big realization. Looking at the pace of AI development and the capabilities of these AI tools, I realized in the past 1 or 2 years, I kept questioning whether what I was working on is going to be meaningful in 1, 2 or 5 years. I'm a software engineer, by the way. I mean, I used to be one. I'm running a software company now. So yeah, and I've been constantly questioning myself whether what I've been doing for the past 15 years is going to worth anything in the future. And by the way, I'm not saying AI is bad, at least not yet. And I think AI tools are great. Also, I'm not saying that all the jobs are gonna disappear because of AI, although there are credible and smart people in the AI space who predict that that's like the most probable outcome of the whole thing. Yeah, so I think that's why AI makes a lot of us feel burnt out. It's not necessarily because we're losing jobs right now, although that's happening too, but primarily because I guess it's about losing direction. We aren't sure how this whole thing is going to unfold. And I think consciously or subconsciously, many people think about the worth of their work, whether what they're doing is going to be valuable in 2 years, in 5 years? And I don't think we can answer that at this point. And I think that's why everything feels a bit uncertain. And I think that's why the symptoms of burnout coming from. And to be honest, I don't have my answers yet either. I'm just feeling this, and I thought I would share it because people may not be thinking about it this way. But what I've been doing to get out of this bad feeling is that I started doing things again that feel more real to me, and more connected to the real world. So that's why I started skating again more. I'm trying to spend more time with my wife, with my friends. And I think in general I hang around people a little more. I try to keep an open mind and look for ideas, conversations, that kind of thing. Another thing that helped me recently to get to a better mental state was that I started listening to music that I was listening to when I was a child or when I was younger. And I also started watching films every now and then that I used to like when I was younger. And I think sometimes it feels like it takes me back to my old mental state 10 years ago, 5 years ago. To me, that's really helpful. Yeah, so please let me know if you think anything I've said in this video made any sense. I'm really curious. Let me know what you think the future looks like. Yep, I'm going home now. I only came into the office to have some peace and quiet to record this video. I'll try to get a few nice shots of Budapest on the way home, so keep watching if you're interested.